The recap for June 23rd, 2022. Let's take a look at what we did today. Couple of the trades, and on the option equity side, pretty good day. Actually, it was a really good day. We kind of killed it. So, but what did we do? Let's take a look at that. So, oops, this is not loading, guys. One sec. Let me pop up my other screen. I don't know why. Okay. Anyways, guys, SPY. Obviously, we came into the market. We're leaning a little bit more on the this is my two notions. I said if the pivot holds, we could test the highs of last day. We may not break out. Probably going to be a range-bound day. If we break down, we're probably going to hold last day's low, worst case. We didn't quite get to last day's low, but we did pull back a little bit. What we did do, though, based off of everything that was going on, instead of going after a lot of SPY-related things, we went after the high PE tech. I figured that was where the best opportunities would be. Right away out the gate, I noticed that the Chinese names and the cloud-based names were strong. There's relative strength in both of them. I actually tweeted it out. If you follow me on Twitter, you would have got those ideas. And we rolled those names up this morning. So we took Baba on the long side. We took PDD, Fucho, Baba. We got about a 200% trade on the options, the 115s this morning. Baidu, I can't remember what we did on this. I think it was equity, a couple points. PDD, we got a point on that one on the equity side. No, I think Baidu we got about 70% on the options. That's what it was. We also did Baba at the end of the day there when it started to curl. We got about 180% on the options there at the end of the day. So that was a nice little curl and push. On the equity side, let's kind of just go over that first though. Tesla, we traded this long. We got about 9 points total. Got stopped out of the first trade today, and then we traded it back to the upside here. Then we traded it back to the upside here off the lows on these little downtrend breaks. So that was a nice little trade there. Twilio, we were in this one right away. From 92 level, rolled it up the entire day, so about 6 points to the upside. So that was a nice trade there. We were in Shopify from 334, traded that up the entire day. We also rolled into the I think it was 380 calls. Let me just take a look. We got a couple 100% on those. Yep, 380 calls. Those worked out quite nicely for us. UPST long for about a point to the upside there. Nice little trade. Vidu, we traded this long for about 30 cents. So not a huge move, but it was okay. mRNA, we traded this one long this morning. Basically hit it right out the gate at 137. Got about 5-6 points on that one. We actually had the 140 calls on from last day, which worked out nicely, and we did roll into the 150s, which went up nicely as well. CVNA, we took this one long from 25.76. We got about 3 points on that one to the upside today. So that was a nice trade as well. We tried some GME short. We ended up taking that one off right away because the market started to bounce. We took some Sidhu long. We got about 20 cents on that one, nothing major. We took some BA long. That one did not work. We ended up getting stopped out of that trade. And then at the end of the day, we did some shop again long for a nice little push. We did some XENE long from this morning for $1.50 to the upside. As that pivot did hold. We did some Tesla at the end of the day there. We did some rain long for a little bit of a scalp, which was okay. Some Bivy long for a little bit of a scalp, which was okay. We did Pets long for a scalp for about 50 cents. This one, I should have held it. We were in it real early, like 220, and I wasn't expecting to go that much, and it actually did. So unfortunately, it didn't get as much as I wanted to on it, but that's, it is what it is in that regard. A win's a win, right? So that's the equity side. On the option side, we had some pretty good trades. DDOG 100 calls. We got 953% on those. We had some UNH 500 calls overnight, which ended up getting us 1,233%. We had some Coin 70 calls. Those worked for 240%. Some Baba 115 calls. We talked about those, 218%. We had some BLNK 18 calls for 208%. Square, the 70 calls for 213%. Target 147 calls at the end of the day there for 186%. And other than that, guys, we had some really decent trades like Edit. We had some 13.5 calls for 100%. Walmart for 81%, the 124 calls. The SPY SPY 380 calls for 50%. The list goes on. We were hitting everything on the long side, and we did quite well on that. So pretty happy with today on both the options and equity side. We'll see what happens tomorrow. It is Lotto Friday. It should be a pretty busy day in my opinion. If you guys want to come check us out, you can go to SpartanTrading.com, sign up there. You get access to all the alerts. You get access to the live stream, entries, exits, price targets. You can ask me questions all day. I do mentoring outside of market hours as well for free for guys who want to set up calls with me, as well as we do have a free Discord link in the description of this video. You can click on that, kind of see what the community is all about. Of course, you don't get access to all the alerts and things like that, but it can certainly give you a little bit of insight. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow.